hear my smile on the
I
thing?
cannot hear your smile on the thing.
Oh.
How loud are you going to talk on the thing?
What do you mean? She's going to be really annoying. Like, she kind of... I wonder if he can hear it at the other end. I'm assuming it's a him.
So I say we deal with it.
Deal with it. Go and murder her. It's a bit harsh.
That is a little harsh, yeah. Maybe we should just put up with it then instead.
Yeah.
She said no.
Okay, so firstly, apologise for the neighbour, apologise for the road traffic, apologise for the dog. Anything else you want to apologise for?
I'll apologise for us. We'll apologise for the world.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to Double Edged Spork.
Hello. Hi, Helen.
Hello.
I'm Steve.
Season 2.
Is it? Is that what we're doing?
Well, we had a gap, so we thought...
I didn't know we were breaking these into seasons.
Well, we are now.
Oh, okay.
We had
Watch
a gap.
that candle there.
We had 24 episodes in the first season.
There's a tragedy coming.
Oh, obelisk.
We might have to kind of lean into this one.
Look like we're doing drugs. Where did we eat this week, Steve?
Where did we eat this week?
We won't say when we ate. We ate at Swiss Chalet.
We sure did.
And we ate at the Fredericton one, which is located at 951 Prospect Street in Fredericton.
In the Fredericton.
Yes. And I had a voucher.
Ooh, explain this voucher.
That gave us free spring rolls for appetizer.
Ah, free food, just like Mom used to make.
And
I
so,
fully endorse it. Try it at once.
what did you think of Swiss Chalet, Steve?
As always, and as you know, I have a disdain for the chain restaurant setting.
Yes.
Its
a family
atmosphere.
place, but it is. I
It
mean,
is a
if you're
family
going to take
place.
kids or your elderly grandmother,
Then it's fancy compared to McDonald's.
yeah.
But it still has that manufactured look to it.
Yeah.
It's fake atmosphere.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, it's all fabricated anyway. If you decide you
The
want
whole
your
world's
restaurant to be
fabricated, really.
to have a certain atmosphere,
But they
you
do.
can-
It has a kind of a. It's a cheaper look to it. Is what it is.
Then what?
I think more mass-produced, cheap look to it than a standalone place, which is put some thought into its decor. And the pictures are kind of like one art please type pictures rather.
Yes, they are definitely one art, please.
Yes.
If we may use that to describe the
I think
art,
I think everyone will
the art
fully
selection on the
understand
walls.
what you mean by one art please.
I would like to think so. It's the same as when people pick art for their hotel hallways.
Yes.
Not necessarily a picture of anything. It's not a painting of something,
A blob.
but it's a painting.
Yeah.
It has
and
paint
you
on
don't,
it.
You don't remember it. It's not memorable. Nothing about the kind of decor in that kind of place is memorable.
Yeah, it's not remarkable.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't stare at it and go, "Wow, that's really good."
Yeah.
You don't go, "I wonder
Ooh,
how
I
they
wonder
managed
how this would look
to."
in my own living room. I wonder.
Right,
ooh.
you don't do that.
None of that. It's what it is.
Most people don't want their own living room to look like a hotel room, though.
No, it's
No.
true. Maybe we've just all stayed in the wrong hotels, but
I stayed in some nice hotels.
and then you want your bedroom to look like.
No, I still wouldn't want my bedroom to look like them. Have somebody waking me up in the morning too early for me to leave.
When we stayed in that hotel,
Housekeeping.
somebody removed the "Do Not Disturb" sign. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's
It was
unacceptable.
funny.
You you don't remove the "Do Not Disturb" sign, and you don't knock on the room that has the "Do Not Disturb" sign on the door. Oh, just checking because you had the sign on. Right, that was on purpose. Thank you very much. Perhaps next time you could take that into account before knocking on my door, before checkout time.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree. You should listen to the All Killer No Filler podcast. It has a long segment on this, and you'd be very much in the Rachel camp for that.
We can-
But you should all check out All Killer No Filler. It's magnificent.
If you can handle a lot of heavy language and gory details about serial killers
Yes,
and the awful stuff they've done.
and some comedy.
Yeah, it's also comedy.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Not the serial killers' work. Not what they did wasn't
No.
comedy. But
It's
the
actually a
podcast is run by two comedians.
It's actually a real skill to have such a dark, scary subject into a comedy. Anyway, this has nothing to do with
With the
eating
Swiss
out.
Chalet, which
No.
is where we ate.
But that's a good place for a murder. It would be kind of,
Well lit. It'd be one of the most well lit
Yeah.
murders
Yeah.
if you were to do
and
it.
you'd know the layout because everyone was the same, so you could stalk out somewhere else to get, and
Yeah.
then carry out your murder somewhere else in exactly the same. It would be exactly the same.
And you'd be like, it's not pronounced chalet. While you choke her out.
Oh my God.
Too far?
Yeah, too far. Yeah.
far?
Yeah, there was a line. You leapt over it. Oh, God.
Well, I'm going to have to redeem myself somehow.
Yeah, good luck. It's just a long way to... Okay, so...
I didn't want to trip on the line.
It's been a while, so I've forgotten how one does these podcasts.
We mostly just talk into this device, and then later I have to do a lot of editing.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Why? But why?
Well, there's sometimes we say things that I need to not leave in our thing.
Yeah, we do that. So we have a needlessly complicated scoring system.
Oh,
now,
we sure
it has
do.
5 categories, which we score out of 10, and I've forgotten what they are.
Is that
and I'm
so?
writing them down. So I've got the menu.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we mentioned the menu.
We mentioned the ambiance, which I spelt in a very bad fashion, but
You wrote a bean.
But we knew what it meant. Yes. So menu, ambiance, what the food tastes.
You mean a beanka?
And binka. Food, what the food tasted
There's
and
not even
looks
an
like.
M. You
oh,
didn't
the
even
staff,
put an M.
The staff. It's okay, I've got them all.
There's
all the
no M.
categories.
You wrote a beanka.
I know what it means. You know what it means. We all know what it means. Spelling was never my thing.
Okay. There's
Okay.
also dog noises. Did we mention that?
Oh, well, Obi's a fixture of the thing, and everybody loves her.
Oh, that's good.
Nobody's ever asked after her. Everybody loves her, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had any feedback on Obi.
No.
And her
We should have
appearances
done,
on the
though.
show.
Should have done.
Yeah, how come you guys don't write to us about Obi appearing on the show?
Yeah.
Obi Woof Kenobi.
Yes. Should we go to the needlessly complicated scoring system?
You want to go right to the thing? Don't we talk about the food first? It's been a while.
We do. We talk about the food during.
I don't remember. We've taken
with
such
the
a long
thing.
break that I don't remember how we do
Well,
our
let's just
own
see.
thing anymore.
Let's just see how we go.
I don't even
So-
know who I am.
Firstly, I think we talk about the menu. What did you think of the menu?
Oh, there's a question. That's a good way to segue into
That's the thing. Then you
what
can
I
talk
think about the menu.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that's it. See?
Is by asking me what I think
What
about
you think of the menu? Yeah. Funny that.
Neat.
Yeah.
I think
What did you think of the menu?
That might actually work.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
It's a chicken restaurant. So
Wait,
it's got-
you asked me. I'm supposed
No,
to be
I'm just.
answering.
I'm helping. Okay.
You're answering your own question.
Yeah, I'm helping. Do you want me to help?
No, I'd like to answer my own question. Thank you very much.
Fucking question.
All right. What did I think about the
Yeah.
menu?
Can you remember it? Can you?
Not as such.
So you need me.
Yes,
Is
please
that
help.
what we're saying? I knew how it play out. Okay.
Not waving, but drowning. Definitely help me.
It's a chicken restaurant.
Is it?
But it has ribs and things. It has.
Chickens have ribs.
It's a chicken and rib restaurant.
Chicken rib restaurant.
Chicken rib restaurant. Yeah. Okay. So what did you think of the menu?
Well,
I helped. I've done my helping. That's it. That's what I've got.
Now that I remember the chickens have ribs, it all makes sense to me now. I don't remember a lot about the menu. I don't recall having a problem choosing my food.
I don't think we had a problem choosing your food because I also had a voucher for that. I think
Oh, yeah.
it was 2 quarter chicken dinners.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'm back on track
I think
here.
that's why we didn't have a problem choosing our food because we had a. Did we really have 2 vouchers? Yeah, we did. We definitely did because this was actually quite cheap.
And we got a free
We got
Spurn Girl.
free spring rolls. I think I mentioned that at the beginning.
Did you?
And
I
it was
said Spurn
2
Girl is what it says on the thing. I don't remember
Okay,
her
you
showing
don't-
up.
No, you don't. Well, you should. You were in there. It was 2 meals, 2 can dine for $15.99. So
pretty
that's
good.
why we didn't look at the menu too extensively because
That makes sense to me.
we had
yes,
a deal.
Because we had vouchers. Okay.
Yes.
Some
But
people call it a coupon.
nobody calls it that. Do they?
Coupon.
Yeah, good.
Or a coupon.
Coupon.
As,
My mum says that.
Does she really?
Yeah.
I was just going to fake that people say that.
No, my mum's quite posh though. So the menu is it's basically quarter chicken dinners with fries and there's a couple of pasta dishes and ribs, but it's not a hugely extensive menu. I know they've got a healthy eating menu at the back, which I think is sponsored by Simply for Life.
That's where it should be.
where
It's in the back.
Calorie counts and stuff. No, it
And they
should be
should have
front
a s-
and centre. Have you seen
No,
some
they
of the
should have
customers?
They should have a separate section for people who want to be healthy,
Okay.
and we cordon them off.
Let's never have you in charge of anything.
I'm just still upset about this vegans versus KFC thing.
What vegans versus KFC? Oh, I remember my Lucy story.
Oh, good. You should tell it on the podcast then.
Okay, so Lucy is currently in a conference, a leadership conference in Toronto.
And Lucy is?
My daughter.
Oh, right, yes. I
then
know this.
Then she's going on a trip to Ecuador where she's going to help build something. So she was telling her orthodontist this.
As you would.
Yeah, and so she was like showing off about her trips, and rightly so, because she's great. And the orthodontist said to her, "I feel like you're probably a vegan."
From looking at her teeth?
No, from listening to what she was doing for the summer, like trips, and I feel like you must be a vegan.
I thought maybe
it's really funny. I really thought
noticed some kale on one of her bicuspids.
Because she's very close to being a vegan. Okay, you versus yeah.
Which is my gripe about vegans versus KFC. There was a giant hashtag war against my beloved KFC. As you can imagine, as hashtag wars go, vegans decided to take it upon themselves to force the restaurant to include vegan option on their menu. And they hashtagged their way
force them
into every no,
ploy.
there wasn't a marketing on KFC's behalf. They were bullied into it by vegans who were protesting KFC and hashtag warring, etc. KFC if they don't put a vegan option on their menu.
But didn't they have to stop calling it Kentucky Fried Chicken and call it KFC because it didn't have enough chicken to warrant being called Kentucky Fried Chicken?
No, it's chicken.
It's vaguely seen a chicken in a field. Not in a field, in some shoebox somewhere. I believe...
It's still a chicken.
It's looked at a chicken in a photo, the meat has.
It's what?
It's looked at a picture of a chicken. It's got bits of chicken. It's not like it's sweepings of the floor of the chicken reconstituted into
No.
Yeah.
It's not reconstituted.
Yeah.
It's chicken. You actually get a leg, a breast, a thigh from the animal.
Yeah, which is pumped full of stuff.
Regardless of what they pump into the animal, whether they do or not, I don't care myself.
I know, which is a concern.
Fine. Put antibiotics in it. I don't want to eat a chicken that has strep throat or had strep throat or any other curable thing. Go ahead. Put antibiotics in that chicken.
No, don't put antibiotics.
Give me a healthy chicken before you kill it and I eat it.
Pump it with, because then those antibiotics you take for your strep throat aren't going to work because you've got a latent amount in your body and your resistance to it.
Then they just switch me to amoxicillin for the next time. I'll be like, sorry, I've been at KFC recently, and they'll go, oh, well, we'll give you amoxicillin.
Yeah, but then KFC chickens will have to start getting that because their
chicken penicillin's different.
Yeah, because their antibiotics aren't working, and then you're screwed all round. Anyway, continue with your...
Okay, so here's what happened.
Rant.
Vegans bullied the KFC into...
Submission.
Into submission, they did. They absolutely did. To put a vegan option on their menu, which I'm not against KFC having a vegan option on their menu, for the record. But... here's the problem. Guess who still doesn't go to KFC?
Vegans.
Vegans. Good answer.
Of course they don't. They treat their chickens like shit.
It's not wise because they don't eat meat.
Well, yeah, but they don't want to patron a restaurant that treats their animals
like
like shit.
They got what they wanted. They got
KFC
didn't really
want it.
to
they
put
just wanted to
a vegan.
About something.
Right, they wanted to complain about something and bully people. They got KFC to put a vegan option on their menu, and then still don't go to KFC and order the vegan option. So here's what happens to the vegan food. That's Obi, get away from the microphone, please.
I'm talking about food.
I meant it nicely, though. Don't touch the microphone. Don't breathe right into it. Okay, thanks. Bye. Was that nice enough?
She looks happy. She looked happy either way, to be fair, though.
She may or may not walk around with a question mark above her head at all
very
times.
Much does.
Ignorance is bliss. Vegans don't go to the KFC, so what happens to the vegan foods?
Yes,
I happen to know a lot of the
Fed
employees.
to the chickens.
No, they're not going to feed vegan, healthy food to the chickens, and then subsequently to me. They throw it out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But I talked over you, so I said it again. They throw most, if not all, of the vegan options away because it all spoils, and it's...
But they haven't advertised that they've got a vegan option.
They did for a while after the vegans won this hashtag war. It was a big thing, and they did market it a little bit to let you know, hey, vegans, you won. We're doing it. We have a vegan option on the menu now. And the vegans went, ha! We did that. And then they just still don't go to the restaurant, and all that food goes to waste. So they're creating food waste and the throwing away of vegan foods.
There you go.
So there you go, vegans. Great job. Hashtag well done, vegans.
Yeah, I think you've missed the point of it.
Have
but
I?
I think.
Have I missed
we'll
the
move
point?
on to
What is the point?
Swiss Chalet.
If I've missed it, just
So
let me know.
I'm sure there's one vegan that is happy that there's a vegan option. I'm sure they have sold more than one thing in their restaurant. And they don't have to cook it before people come in. It's not going to take that long.
No, but if nobody orders it, it does get thrown away.
They just put it in the freezer. It's fine.
Until it gets thrown away.
Yeah.
You still can't have something in the freezer for too long.
But there's still, the option is there. All of the places now, like Tim Hortons have got a plant-based sausage, and A&W have got, every place now has got to have a vegetarian vegan option. It is the thing.
Well, photosynthesis does not make for good meat.
So there. The
So that's where we're
sausage
at.
in Tim Hortons wasn't that bad.
No, the problem is that they've created wasting of food that otherwise wouldn't have been served at this place to begin with, so they wouldn't have stocked it. They wouldn't have stocked it and thrown away all this food. So I say pick your battles.
Yeah,
Don't
you heard it
don't
here.
choose KFC. Don't choose a place you're not going to go to anyway, even if they
There's
do comply.
vegans that
That's
go
the
to
problem.
KFC. I'm sure they've sold more than one thing. That person doesn't
Show
want,
me potato
but
salad.
That person doesn't want to eat KFC every night just to prove the point.
It doesn't have to be every night. It has
Well, they
to
do.
be.
There's only one vegan in St. John. So what do you think of the menu, Steve?
What I remember of the menu, which is the thing we had a voucher for,
Yeah.
was nice. It was good. It was like a home-cooked chicken meal.
Yeah. No, but not what the food was like. What the menu, the choices of the menu.
Oh, see, I don't really remember, so I can't give them the high mark. I don't remember them having an extensive menu, but again, I don't think we spent much time looking at it.
No, we did not. I'm
All
going
right.
to give them a 7.
I'll also give them a 7.
Okay.
I think they had enough options that it wouldn't have disappointed me.
So their menu, Swiss Chalet, gets a 7 out of 10.
There you go, Swiss Chalet.
What about the ambience?
Chalet.
Well, we've talked a little bit about ambience, that it's kind of...
It was brushed over, yes.
It's kind of standard, same layout everywhere, monarch please type establishment.
I'm laughing at the dog noises at this point. She's having a good time.
She's having a lovely time, yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to give the ambiance a 6. That type of place, it almost seems sterile to me. I think I said the same thing.
Yeah, I'm going to go 6 as well. I think you're right.
I think I said the same thing for Applebee's and Eastside Mario's. There's just
a chainy thing to it.
yeah, there's a chain thing to it that I don't feel the ambiance when I'm in there.
Yeah.
And that's not to say anything bad about the place. It's just that I don't feel it gets an extra oomph for it.
Yeah, they're always well lit, aren't they?
And they're really super lit.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bright they want you to leave soon.
Yeah.
Lighting.
It's not a date place, it's a family place.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't take a
date there.
I can't date.
You can't date?
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah. And maybe that's why.
I can't date. I don't know how to do no datings.
We went on a date to Swiss Chalet once in St. John.
Did we?
Yeah.
And we just told people we can't take a date.
Well, there you
to a
go.
place.
And that's why. People, that's why. There's your cautionary tale right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Belly up, people.
Yeah. Just goes tits up from there.
Tits up sounds more fun.
What do you think of the food, Steve?
Well, let's get to the food, even though I sort of started to.
Let me tell you what we had.
Yeah, please tell me what we had.
We had some chicken spring rolls.
Or as I call them, spring girls.
I think they were okay. The dip was nice. I can't remember what it was, but it was a nice dip.
I remember liking it.
I think
I
you
don't
took
remember
them. I
what
think
it
you
was.
took them home and had them for your lunch the next day.
Yes, and I still ate the dip, so I must have liked it.
Yes. We both had a quarter chicken dinner. I had white meat with fries and a multi-grain roll. You had dark meat with fries and a white roll.
So here's the thing: you do have choices. You can
There's
choose.
a few choices,
they do
yeah.
ask you if you
and
want
it didn't
white
have
meat.
to be fries. It could be a baked potato. I think was an option, and
Yeah,
rice was an option.
Yeah,
I
and
think.
your side could have been a different thing. So
Yeah.
you could have got rice. You could have got some other thing. Or salad, I think, was one of the options.
Yeah. When I went at Christmas, you got stuffing with it as well, which was nice. They don't do. It seems to just be a Christmas thing where you get stuffing.
Yeah, it must be. I was disappointed in that. I was hoping
Yeah.
for stuffing.
And
I think there was stuffing in the photograph on the coupon, because I remember wanting stuffing and thinking we were getting some.
Maybe it was on the coupon, yeah. And it comes with the Swiss Chalet sauce, which I don't like, so we got a side order of gravy instead, because it's nicer. And they substitute that. There's no extra cost for that. They substitute out the Swiss Chalet sauce for that.
So that's good to know. You can
gravy.
do that also if you
which
think,
is much nicer.
if you think or you know that you don't like
Yes.
that particular sauce.
Yes.
Swap it for gravy.
But the food's good there. I didn't.
Snatch that gravy up.
I think the food's good. I like it. It's a good meal.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It reminded me of eating at Grandma's house.
Yeah, it was good food. What about the drinks?
You know me, I'm a beer snob, and so I like my delicious IPAs and other craft beers like bitters and stuff. They didn't have any of that. I settled on a Rickard's Red. They got that far. They
don't have a big drinks menu. It's not that kind of place, though. It is take your grandmother place or take the kids. It's not like have a nice bottle of wine with your meal. It's not that kind of place. There is wine and there is beer, but it's a limited selection.
Yeah.
I got a brisk lemonade because I thought it sounded cool, and I thought, oh, that's fancy. I didn't know that brisk is just a fucking brand name, and it was just it was lemonade. I had lemonade. I don't know why we needed to push the brisk thing. I was expecting. Anyway, I was quite disappointed.
I remember you going, ooh, it says it's brisk. Ooh.
Yeah, so I thought it might be sharper or something.
No, it's not. It's just going to be.
It's just brisk.
It's just a brand name.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this brand name.
Never heard of Nestea, except it's a different name.
It's quite disappointed.
Yeah.
So
they brought you a bottle of that.
Yes, there was. Yeah. I think it was a can. No, it was a bottle. It says a bottle. Yeah, exciting. So what did you think of the food, though, out of 10? Look and taste.
Look and taste of the food, if I take the beer and brisk lemonade out of it, which I will, I'll give them an 8. I think it was pretty good. Yeah. You got your choice of white or dark on the meat, and it was like Grandma's cooking.
Yeah. I liked it. It was good food. Yeah, an 8. Yeah, not out of this world, nothing, but it was a good meal. Good portion size. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I was happy with the portions as well.
Yeah. What about the staff? Waitress didn't like her job. I remember she was quite miserable.
Which is very unfortunate.
Yes.
But maybe she's just having a bad day that day.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
There wasn't a lot of staff around. It was really quite quiet. I think we were there towards the end of the evening. I think they were closing up. It wasn't late.
Yeah, it's not a party place. It's not a stay up and drink
I think
place.
we paid around 8:30, and they were definitely closing up then.
Yeah, they were tidying to leave.
Yeah.
Which we've had that at a few places. We keep seeming to pick the wrong time to go to a place.
It certainly wasn't late, but this isn't a late place. This isn't,
No, I wouldn't expect to be there late anyway.
So the staff weren't super friendly. They weren't
we
great.
Got bird noises
but
now.
I think,
that's new. It's a feature.
But they were okay. I mean, they got us the drinks, and she just didn't like her job. I mean, she's clearly had enough of her shift.
Yeah, she wasn't rude to us.
But she was efficient. The food came. What we ordered came, and she did the extra things like the gravy and stuff.
She was good to us. She probably just finished a 16-hour shift.
Yeah.
She got up to get ready for her shift, which happened later, but somebody else had called in sick.
Oh, okay.
And so she had to go in earlier, and then she had to rush.
Yeah.
And then she bumped her leg on the coffee table.
Yeah.
On her way to the shower.
Yeah.
And then. So
you giving them a 10?
It stung when the water hit her.
Yeah.
As it was rolling off of her new gaping wound.
Oh God, yeah. That's amazing. She managed to get to hospital, really.
Right, and then she had to get the bus
on a Sunday as well, and they don't run.
Yeah, and the buses. Well, they do, but it's very infrequent.
They don't run in Fredericton on a Sunday.
Oh, we do. We have buses on Sunday, but
we do, anyway.
There's very few of them.
Yeah.
Our transit system isn't the greatest.
No.
Then she missed that bus, so she had to pay her own tip money to get a cab.
Yeah. Just
to cover someone else's shift.
Shouldn't have gone in, really, should she?
No, should have took the day off.
Yeah. So what'd you give her out of 10?
Well, considering the day she's had, I'm going to give her a 5.
5?
She made the effort. I'll give her a 6.
That bad,
I'll give her a 6. No, she wasn't bad.
I'm not good at doing bad stuff.
I don't like saying things about people.
No, me too. I'll give them a 7, so they get 6.5.
All right, 6.5. That's not so bad.
The cost. Now, the cost is going to be difficult because we did have vouchers. So we had a voucher, so our appetizer was free.
But the fact that there is vouchers is...
yeah, and there is vouchers. That you can get vouchers quite... they do lots of good deals up there.
Yeah.
They had something really... I think earlier this month, it was their 65th anniversary, and you could get a quarter chicken dinner for $6.50. But that was just on that day. So it's a good, it's good. So we had a coupon for the spring rolls. They would have been $7.99, but we got them free. 2 can dine for $15.99,
which is excellent.
This is really good.
That's pretty much the same. It's about $7 each, right?
Yeah. So $8
each.
$8 each. Yeah. So that's not bad.
I don't do maths.
Your beer was $5.99.
It should be under 5 for that size domestic bottle beer.
Where can you get it under 5?
Everywhere, it's usually about
Okay,
$4.50 for that one. If you get what I normally get, like a craft beer and IPA, they're
more. But this was just like
they're usually $7.50 to $10. But for a regular domestic beer, like if you've got an Alpine or a Coors Light, then it should be under $5.
Okay.
For a bottle. $4.50 is the standard, I think. But
so that was $5.99.
Actually,
so okay,
it's kind of a lot.
And my brisk lemonade, which was just lemonade, was $2.49. So our total with tax was $30.21, which is really cheap. But we did have lots of deals going on with that.
Yeah.
But I think even still, you can get a fairly decent meal for a good price there. It's not expensive, but you're not paying for fancy. So I think it's cost to what you're getting is pretty good there.
I like it.
Yeah. What would you give them?
For the cost?
Yeah.
I think the cost was excellent. I think we did good.
Yes, we did.
On that. And I think even without a coupon, it would have been good.
It would have been okay.
I'm going to give them an 8.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 8 as well. So I have to do some complicated math.
There you go.
So I can't do it in my head.
Did you mention why this is a needlessly complicated scoring
system? Well,
it's
needlessly complicated because we have 5 categories that we score out of 10. We add them all up to give a score out of 50.
Yep. Then we wait for 2 weeks for a girl to sell Girl Guide cookies to us. We give her the numbers. She takes them to her Girl Guide leader, manager, whatever you call them. And then they break them up into the group of the Girl Guides, who then shout a number out of their head, and whatever the difference is...
I think
from the paper to...
maybe have taken this a little far. I think you're misleading the people.
No. And then, of course... It's sold back to us in the in the next box of cookies.
Okay.
Which we then wait for them to come door to door with.
Yeah, that's not what happens. My explanation was much more straightforward. So you have 5 categories out of 10, gives us a score out of 50. Their score out of 50 is 35.5. If you want a percentage...
Don't I?
You do. They get 71%.
That sounds good.
And a bite-sized score, Steve. We give them a bite-sized score.
Bite-sized, you say?
Yes. So we average all of the scores out of 10. And Swiss Chalet, Prospect Street, Fredericton, gets 7.1 out of 10.
I didn't quite hear that noise. Thank
Good?
you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So 7.1 out of... Would you go again? Would you recommend it? What do you think?
I think, I would go again, absolutely.
So not a date restaurant? Not that you're dating?
No, I don't know how to date.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
You can do it.
I don't.
Have faith in you.
I don't have a...
You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you poor little sausage.
It just sounds exhausting.
It is exhausting, yeah.
No, here's what happens. Is you meet somebody and then they go, oh yeah, I would totally like to go on a date with you. And then you go on that date and then you never hear from them again.
Has that happened to you?
It has.
Well, that's very sad.
I know.
This is very sad.
And then they'll say things like, "Oh yeah, a second date would be excellent. I'd really be into doing that." And then you message them again, and then you never hear from them again.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to say to somebody's face.
They turn into Patrick Swayze.
It's very difficult. I see. I'm a believer in ghosting.
Why?
Because it's fucking easier.
That doesn't excuse it. It's rude. It's rude to the person that you do it to.
To face to tell somebody, because you're basically saying.
But you can say it in text. Hey, I don't think that I'm into you, or I don't think I want that second date. You know what hurts worse? Not hearing from them at all.
Oh no, I disagree.
And wondering why.
I'd much rather never hear from somebody again than them to tell me that they didn't want to sleep with me or whatever.
I would rather them tell me straight up so that I don't waste my time wondering if I should message them again.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, but you stop messaging when they haven't messaged back a couple of times.
Of course you stop messaging eventually.
But everybody knows. We all know.
Well, you don't know.
But you don't have to have it spelled out in a crushing fashion.
Well, it doesn't have to be crushing. They could say it nicely. Obi, we just picked that up.
Pick that up. Don't do it again. All right then. No, I'm a believer in ghosting. I think it's the kindest way.
I don't think it's kind at all.
And it's funny. I've talked to men about this, and
it's not funny at all.
No, but I've talked to men about this, and they all think ghosting's bad, and I talk to women about it, and they all think it's good.
Yeah, because women are the ones doing it most of the time.
Women would much rather be ghosted than said, "You're not quite my type."
No, women are the ones doing the ghosting most of the time.
And we would prefer that men did that than tell us that they didn't like us.
Would they?
Yes.
Huh.
And if you've just had a date with somebody and you think it's gone well, and then you say to them, do you fancy seeing each other again?
And then you're ghosted.
No,
then you go, I thought it went well. What's going on? How come she doesn't like me? And then you write a terrible song. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? That awful song. I hate it so bad.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
No, but if you've gone out for a date with somebody and you're finishing up the evening, you're saying goodnight, and you say, I'd really like to see you again. Would you be into seeing me again? And they said, no, your dress is hideous. I can't possibly be seen out with you again.
I don't wear dresses.
Wouldn't it be better to be said, yeah, that would be lovely, I'll call you, and to never hear from them again? That would be much better than being told that the evening you've just thought was... Because a date is basically an interview for sex, so you're being told that you failed the interview right there, face to face. Wouldn't you, when you went for a job interview, prefer to be told by email or not at all?
No,
I'd
rather
hear
be
from
told.
them?
I'd rather be told, I don't think you're the right person for the job, than to wonder if I got the job.
Okay.
And then spend all this time thinking the interview went well.
You wouldn't, okay, but you
and
wouldn't...
then wondering how come they haven't
yet
accepted me for
the
position. I accept
that. So we have ghosting as an option and just being told that you're not suitable for the job. Okay, that's fine. But you don't want an email saying you didn't get the job and here's why, do you? You don't want that
Well,
message.
they don't have to detail why. Like, I don't like the way you chew your food or things like that. They don't have to say that. Just say, I don't think I'm feeling it. Maybe we won't do that second date.
Not to their face, though. In an email.
No, in a text or whatever.
Well, it wouldn't be a sext, would it?
A text.
Oh, you said text, sorry.
I didn't say sext. You don't call it off in a sext.
I was going to say, how rude is that?
I think the sext is all about calling it on.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, that is too.
I've forgotten what I was going to say, but it was important.
You prefer
ghosting
to not
I prefer ghosting to not ghosting, yeah. I'd much rather
Patrick Swayze.
I would much rather be ghosted, and I would much rather ghost than have an actual conversation with somebody. And I think that says all you need to know about me.
Yeah, all right then.
And maybe why I'm single.
This has been Helen's dating profile.
Yeah, no, I don't date. We done here?
Did we do it?
Yeah, we're done here.
We did it?
I think
Should we say the address again?
Where we went?
Swiss Chalet.
Swiss Chalet, 9-something Prospect Street, Fredericton.
There you go. So put into your Google Maps 9-something.
Oh, let me try and read it. Hang on, let me pick it up and make an effort. 951 Prospect Street, Fredericton, New Brunswick.
There you go.
Yay!
All right, so we did it.
Yes,
all right.
we're done.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, go to find us on Twitter and stuff.
Oh yeah, do that.
DBL Edged Spork.
Yeah, and check out the Facebook page, and pictures of the food will be up there. Comments are always welcome, and recommendations are always welcome too.
Oh yeah, please email us and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to hear from our
people. Between St. John and Fredericton is our preferred request because we live...
Unless you're going to pay for us to go further.
Yeah, I live in St. John and Helen lives in Fredericton, so getting together isn't the easiest, but when we can, we'll do more episodes.
Yeah. Cool. Toodle-pip. How bad was that?
I think it was fantastic.
Do you?